Welcome back. Again, if you have not seen
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Coming right up. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA. Hey, Dave. Well, yeah, they dotted every I and crossed every T. David, thank you. And a chance to take a look at some numbers for Hield.
And guys, he's regressed a little bit offensively. He hasn't been the same this month as he was earlier in the season. He's lacking the edge that he had, and he needs to change his mindset. Stop sitting back and get into attack mode.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. They've got Enes Kanter. Morant is out there with Malcolm Brogdon. Then there's Jason Tatum. And it's Bryant in at the 4 spot. And for the Clippers, Harden out there with Buddy Hield. Then there's Draymond Green. Then there's Nerlens Noel. And it's Anunoby in at the 3 spot. And Green gets it to go. Brent, at this point, perennial contenders sometimes coast through the final games of the regular season. Any danger that they can't hit that right button or flip the switch and get back into gear?
When you hear analysts say that the playoffs are all about matchups, they are exactly right. You and I talked about this, Kevin, several years ago about the time going into the playoffs. Teams don't have to be hot. You don't have to be 10-2 in the last 12 games for your playoffs, because all of a sudden, if you're matched up against a team that's owned you all year long, your chances of winning that series are very, very slim. So it becomes just let's get in and let's find out who we're playing, and then we'll get to work.
Now here's Morant. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against New York.
I also thought he did a tremendous job in terms of timing in that game, swatting away some shots. Ended up with 3 blocks in that game.
Yep, that one goes in there.
Like the execution there from Kanter. Usually likes to score, this time with the pass.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Here's Anunoby. And Kanter pulls it down. For Indiana, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Tatum. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on James Harden.
Earning all rookie first team honors after a brilliant first year, Tatum quickly became a fan favorite.
To the middle, here's Harden. Makes it off the glass.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Are you asking me, GA? I'm not sure.
Now here's Morant. They depend on his scoring, and he always delivers, averaging a grand total of 31 points a game.
And this is going to be an asset for Tatum. His ability to get to the line, very good at using his body to draw contact.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Hield with it. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Minnesota.
I also thought he did a tremendous job in terms of timing in that game, swatting away some shots. Ended up with 3 blocks in that game.
And that one drops for him.
And I love seeing Harden get room to shoot from that mid-range position, an effective scorer in that area.
Outside Tatum. Six on the shot clock from about 16. Green with the rebound. And so Green will bring it up for Anaheim. This their first chance this season playing the Pacers. And they call an illegal screen here.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Now here's Morant, guarded by Harden.
And Green plays with tremendous edge on the defensive end of the floor.
Lots of room. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
How about that shot? Not exactly something drawn up by the coaching staff.
Indiana moving the ball around. Stolen. And stolen by Tatum. Here's Morant. And the rejection by Noel.
And Noel in there to intimidate, and does so there. Defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
That shot, no good. And Indiana will go the other way with it. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
And that was a game to forget. You'd like to find some teachable moments, but I think they'd like to just turn the page and move forward.
Yeah, and quick, like as quick as possible. That was a dismal showing, especially for them at the offensive end.
Harden outside, shoots over Morant, and another miss by Anaheim.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Tie game in Anaheim. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And looking at what we've seen from Anaheim, guys, what do you think?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
On the court right now for the Pacers. Jason Tatum is out there with Thomas Bryant. Then it's Morant. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon, and it's Cantor in at the center position. Here's Morant. So they take the lead. Morant's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Pacers. Clippers with the ball, trailing by 2, looking ahead to their next game, playing at New Orleans. They'll match up against the Pelicans. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Here's Anunoby. He had a 30-point outing their last game against Minnesota. 5 on the clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Those three-pointers off the mark.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Morant. Harden with the defensive effort.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Now, here's Brogdon. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against New York. Cantor, it's good, he scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Like when his motor is running and he's playing with high levels of energy, Cantor is a monster on the offensive glass.
Here is Harden. He had a career game last time out. Bucket after bucket. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. In player development, Brent, what are some of the primary things that can be taught?
I think in today's game, what a lot of PD coaches are looking at, Kevin, is just decision making, playing out of the pick and roll and coming off into a spot where you're making the correct reads. It's much like, and you cover a lot of football, where you can talk to quarterbacks about their checkdowns.
Yes.
I think you can teach guys how it is that when they come off a screen, what's going to be available to them, and paint pictures for them so that when they're on the floor, they become second nature in terms of their decision making. That can be huge. And then the second thing is always player development, working on confidence in shooting the basketball. You just want guys to feel like whatever shot they're taking, they've got a great chance of making it.
Finished off the break. Harden's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Pass to Brogdon. Overhealed. And there's Brogdon on the assist by Morant.
And playing with a lot of fire now. They had a tough start in that first quarter. Didn't shoot it well, but didn't let that discourage them. And now they're showing what they can do offensively.
Now here's Green. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. Here's Noel. Excellent D from Cantor.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Back to Tatum. Brogdon outside. From 20 feet out. It doesn't go for him. Great D that time from Green. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket. And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Indiana leading. And here's Morant. Brogdon outside. Passes it to Morant. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Green. Healed right side. Here is Harden. From deep three-point range, and the last-second attempt does not go in for him. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
For the Pacers, the first quarter was pretty even. Nothing seemed to give way on either side. And that'll...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor for the Clippers, we've got Harden. Draymond Green is out there with Anunoby. And there's Nerlens Noel, and it's Healed in at the two-guard spot. Cantor trying to free himself up. The kick out to Tatum. Launches it. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Well, it's been up and down the last few years for Nerlens Noel, but there are still some impactful numbers for the minutes that he's on the floor as a rim protector.
Here's Morant following the basket by Buddy Hield. Morant passes to Cantor, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. It's going to be on Nerlens Noel. And for Noel, his numbers will never match the visual impact he has on the floor, you should say.
Oh, he's definitely a player about the little things out there, just being a rim protector, making sure that guys think about him when they're attacking the rim.
Now, here is Harden. 8 points for him. The three. It's rebounded by Indiana. Cantor's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Now here's Morant. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. Morant's got the lead up to 3 now for the Pacers.
Fantastic instincts there by Morant, sizing up the D and then just taking what he sees.
Hield laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Hield's got 4 points now in the quarter.
All the way to the bucket, no resistance, just swipe the candy from him.
And Bryant kicks to Tatum. Back to Bryant. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Anunoby.
So far, Kevin, the third quarter has not started well, just 1 of 4.
And it's Green missing.
Well, he wants that one over again, I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
The shot by Brogdon, no good. Clippers have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Here's Anunoby, and it's sent back by Bryant. They recover it. And here's Harden for 3, and Tatum pulls it down. For Indiana, they've gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. And the rejection by Noel. Here's Hield. An easy 2 points on the layup. Hield's got 6.
A little tease there from Buddy Hield, showing his explosiveness. Undersized, but able to convert inside.
And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his 3rd foul of the game. 1:15 left to play in the third. The pass to Morant. Teardrop shot. Kept alive. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And it goes on Draymond Green.
And this is what he's worked on. As Cantor has become a more polished inside scorer, he's been drawing more fouls.
Second free throw, no good. Anaheim has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Anunoby. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And the potential Anunoby has is exciting. Has the athleticism, the shooting touch, and the drive to keep improving.
Pacers trail by 3. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
There's the positive attitude, the strong work ethic of Cantor. Great putback.
Harden kicks to Noel. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Hield attacking. It's over Brogdon. Hield with the bucket. Hield's got 8 here in the quarter.
I mean, the stroke looks good. He's moving well out there. What a sensational start to this game. Perfect from the field.
Outside Tatum. And the rejection by Noel. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. Clock at 4. Here's Tatum. Bryant trying to free himself up. Tatum's shot is off. Harden way outside. And no good on the last second attempt this time. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this was?
What an advantage if your off guard can make plays so valuable.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. And a look at the 5 for the Pacers to start the 4th quarter. Malcolm Brogdon out there with Morant. Then it's Enes Kanter, and there's Bryant, and it's Tatum in at the 3 spot.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
A great example out here of just a no-quit team continuing to compete until the final buzzer.
Now here's Morant. And the layup's good off the glass.
And how about the body control? Morant, even when under duress, stays calm, cool, and collected.
Here's Hield. Inside, here's Harden. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Harden's got the lead back up to 5 now for Anaheim. Now here's Morant. He's covered closely. The shot by Brogdon, no good.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
But they recover it. And it's sent back by Bryant. Brogdon against Noel. Brogdon outside. Shoots a fader. Tries again. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And putting the defender in a difficult spot. Cantor with the strong frame. Hard to stop on that.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
That one miss was huge. He had a chance to turn this into a 1-possession game.
And it's Green with the jam.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
Now here's Morant. Floats one. Bryant tanked in off the glass.
You see the court awareness Morant has. Outstanding at keeping his teammates involved with good looks.
Here's Green. Here's Anunoby. Down low. Hield dishes to Noel. And Noel throws it down.
Well, that's good teammate stuff right there. Looking for your guys. Buddy Hield has a strong feel for when to give it up.
We're in the 4th quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone. And that one's good. Morant.
No stranger to big moments. Morant wants to be the man to take and make the big shot.
Now, here is Harden. Jacks up a three. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Morant. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And it goes on Draymond Green.
And going up strong inside demonstrates confidence. Morant not afraid to get physical.
And he's the one person that the coaching staff and the teammates love to see at the line in a tight ball game. You can pretty much bank on these.
Now, here is Harden. Healed, can't hit. Tatum deciding where to go with it. Pass to Morant. To tie it up. Goes back up. It's in! A huge shot to tie it up.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Enes Kanter.
He's kept a lot of their possessions alive with his work on the offensive glass. You can't measure what that kind of effort means to a team. Not just in terms of the second chances those rebounds create, but also for the example it sets.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Doc Rivers said to his team. He said, this is what we play for, fellas. Let's knock them on their heels right out of the timeout. Show them how much you want it. Go get it. He really is fired up about this game, Kevin.
Thank you, David. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Here's Harden. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
You know, it tells you something about Harden that he's led the league in free throw attempts so many times. This man is always in attack mode.
They come away with the lead, but I'm sure he's kicking himself over that last miss.
And the Pacers call time here. They're behind by 1. 16 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Yeah, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
And sometimes not just what a coach draws up, but who he has execute in these moments.
Now Morant. To take the lead. Count it!
And going back to college, Morant's made a habit of rising to the occasion.
Timeout called, Anaheim. Guys, what's your take?
Not sure they have enough time for the catch and shoot here. Only hope is to try for a tip in off the inbound. They've got their work cut out for them on this possession.
So a close game sees Indiana take this one. This win, such a tremendous